This is an opinion related video. We're going to be talking about what happens when the AMC price starts to rise. What are people going to do? And what are you going to do? Now, of course, before we do dive in, it's important to reiterate the fact I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It's just a theory. It's just my opinion. It's nothing more. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions, as this is only what I personally believe. But now we're going to dive in. I may ask you guys as well though to please press the like button and subscribe, share it if you can, because we're trying to get as much good information out there as we can. But yes, we're going straight over to Reddit for this one. It's coming from this user over here who you can see, who posted this 12 hours ago, saying, "Sell at 1,000 posts are price anchoring. Posts saying the government will step in to are testing our response. And we can see as we move closer to the MOAS, please remain vigilant, because this sort of stuff is going to be about more and more." And the user's gone on to do some great DD posts about this one, so massive shout out to them. Again, the username is here, so check it out if you wish to do so. It's on r/AMC. Anyway, so it's under discussion, and it says this. So what is price anchoring? Let's say you know that the price of a stock could go to 100k or even a million a share. Of course, that is only theory, but there we go. And it could be possibly because of synthetic shares, and they must be bought back and closed out. You will anchor the price. You will potentially send people to say things such as, Jesus wants you to sell at 100, and this is something from a while ago, but yeah, we have heard that one. Those bots who are saying Jesus wants us to sell at 100, really funny, those tactics, but there we go. Something that actually did happen there, yes it did. The second one is Lou versus Wall Street saying high hundreds is all you can hope for, higher than that is not possible. And again, I'm not going to say it's impossible to go that high. I think it is that possible that we can go higher than that, but of course, I do completely respect his opinion. He is allowed to have his own. Of course, mine may be different though, and that is completely fine. We're all allowed to have different opinions. But it says, paid hedge fund shills. There is not enough money in the world to support prices over a certain price. Again, that's not our fault. The next one is time to think of an exit strategy. Well, I think we should all have time to think of an exit strategy, but I'm guessing that this is referring to leaving the stock now. And then we have negative Nancy's. Do I really deserve 10,000 a share? I can get so much money, can turn my XXX into tens of millions. Of course, that is something saying that, oh, well, this can't happen, it's not going to happen for this reason, that reason, etc. But in actuality, that may not be the case, and it can actually go higher than that, possibly. Now over here we have this one. It's saying these are all trying to do the exact same thing, price anchoring. Putting the idea of 1,000 in our heads, for example, so that we either think about 1,000 and think about it as time to sell, or if the government is worried, or if the government offers 1,000 a share, I should say, and we don't realise that the government is offering only 1,000 a share because the government knows the price is going to 10k or even higher than that, and is worried, we take that lowball price. Don't you think it is super amazing that every single paid short hedge fund shill in the past few months is magically repeating 1,000, as if that's a new anchor price? Short hedge funds couldn't get 100 to work, so now they're upping the game to 1,000. They also tried to go up to 300, and that didn't work either. Now let's look at the government intervention. The government has two options, and by those options, we mean the people who are in charge and own their Fed and the SEC, and also own potentially the short hedge funds, it says down here, which are banking the economies, etc., etc., to make people super rich. So option A is to destroy the integrity and reputation of the markets by not honouring the shares they have sold to apes, and of course taking them out of circulation if there are synthetics out there. Now, of course, that would also, like it says, do a lot when it comes to the reputation and the integrity and the honour of the markets in the US. But it says if they do that, everybody's going to understand that it's rigged and you cannot win the jackpot and leave with your money. 40% of money from foreign investors will be pulled out from the UK, Canada, etc. 60% of the money that is from American investors can get pulled out and put into other things like gold, silver, NFTs, and other markets outside the US. And it would be the end of the US market as we know it, etc., for certain reasons. And it could be a big deal, because it could mean that the US would be replaced by China in popularity and, of course, in financial power, which would be pretty significant. So would they do that? Well, probably not. They don't want to shift their money to other countries because it's going to have massive implications on them. So option B, somehow fool the apes into selling their shares. This can be done by either hitting a price and doing psychological warfare, i.e. dropping it to where we are right now and doing what they're doing right now, which is not working. Doing government fixed price negotiation at lowball prices like $1,000, which they are currently trying to set up. Look, the price is 16, it's over, we are offering you 1,000 for a 16 stock, which is nice, but obviously we know it could be worth more than that. Now, some other way they can do is just bore it to death or try bleed us out, except they're bleeding much, much faster, so it's their problem more than it is ours. So every time an ape sees someone trying to anchor the price at 1,000, they should consider these three things. In May of 21, they were trying to set a price of 100 to 50 even at the low end, and now they're getting desperate to increase the price to 1,000, as in this is the highest that they think the MOAS can get to. From there, it says, they would not be offering you the fair value. The only reason why there is talk of 1,000 is that at 1,000, the Fed and the government are now convinced that AMC is going higher than that potentially, and they want to get away with that low price. C, they would not be putting things into motion and testing the idea of a government agreement at 1k a share if their attempts to scare people with the 16 price target were working. Would you be testing and offering 1,000 if the price drop had worked? No. They're testing this price and basically trying to make us want to sell at that price, when in actuality people just want to buy more and they want to see higher prices. X-apes, double X8s and triple X8s, rest assured the higher apes with XXXX like me, or even higher than that, settle is going to be more than 6 figures. So with that being the case, rest assured, we're going to be potentially going higher, and it is definitely possible. Now, as far as the floors go, like I've said, I'm not here to tell you what the floor of AMC can and can't be. If you think it can be higher, that's up to you. If you think it's going lower, I'm perfectly happy with that idea as well. But it does go back to the point, right? If the price goes up, what do we think? What's going to happen? We need to be vigilant, we need to be safe, and we need to understand the logical side of what can work. There's no particular reason why this one cannot go higher if people do continue holding. You know, it's a simple supply and demand concept that's very easy for everybody to understand. So, to say that the top of this one can be 1,000, you know, maybe it is going to be 1,000, maybe it's not though, maybe it's going to be higher than that, maybe it's going to be lower than that. But why is this 1,000 price already being set in stone? Because we are hearing 1,000 as this key number. I get it, it's a first figure that we're looking at that has, you know, a comma in it, if you will. It's a first 4-digit figure that we have, and it does sound big, it is nice, and I would be happy with it. But if the potential is higher than that, let's acknowledge that. Let's acknowledge what we could be seeing in the future. Again, it's just my opinion, but you may agree or disagree. But I do want to hear yours in the description and the comment section. So see you in a bit, guys. Goodbye. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.